Southfield's secret sauce isn't new development. It's a decision they made decades ago that changed everything. Before we get into that, please click our guide. It'll tell you everything you need to know about buying in Southfield, selling in Southfield, what neighborhoods you may be interested in, and I promise you it'll be worth the read. Today we're going to talk about Southfield and its history, and how that connects to the way the city operates now, the vibe it gives now, and the identity of the different communities in Southfield. The turning point was 1958. This is when Southfield became a city. It's a foundational moment in the city's history because that's when it started. Becoming a city for Southfield wasn't just paperwork. It was about control, identity, and the ability to choose long-term direction. At the time, Detroit was expanding aggressively, and the surrounding areas were worried about being annexed, and corporation mattered. It gave simple, practical benefits. For example, it protected their zoning. What that means is it was able to protect what gets built where. Do we want an office building or do we want a condominium? Do we want a neighborhood or do we want a business district? Another important thing that becoming a city in 1958 did for Southfield was it protected the tax base. It let them choose their millage rate and collect taxes so that they could keep their city and their area looking as great as it does today. What could have happened if Southfield didn't make the decision in 1958 to become a city? Well, they could be controlled by Detroit or Oak Park or any of these other municipalities, and they wouldn't have been able to control the direction and path they wanted to head to. Southfield didn't just grow, it grew with more ability to steer the growth. It went from a rural, semi-small area to a major suburb by making that one move and becoming a city in 1958. A wave of families moving into the area reshaped the city fast. Let's talk about the next major chapter. After Southfield had that big growth spurt up to about 1970, while a lot of Metro Detroit experienced, white flight instability and a huge demographic change without a plan, Southfield became known for a different approach. It supported racial and economic integration, focusing on strong neighborhoods, attracting and retaining professionals, and building a diverse community that could grow together. Now let's talk about where Southfield is today. People ask, why does Southfield look the way it does? Or why do the neighborhoods feel so established in the city of Southfield? And sometimes you'll even hear, why does it feel more balanced than some other inner-ring suburbs? A lot of those answers trace back to that 1958 decision to become a city and that rapid growth that followed. Also, the intentional push towards diverse, stable community really helped grow the community and its reputation. What that did was secure a lot of business owners, as well as entrepreneurs, blue-collar and white-collar workers, and that's what built the city's resilience. So why does all this matter to you? Why does what Southfield did in 1958 have anything to do with you if you're considering moving here? Well, it explains why Southfield can feel established. It explains why Southfield is a community-oriented and why it's built for long-term livability. What that, again, means for you as a buyer, you can buy here and feel safe that Southfield has historically known what direction the city should be headed and is taking care of the infrastructure. Now, if you're more investing or real estate minded, it explains why planning and stability has mattered over the decades and why you can feel safe that your value in your property or your investment will continue to grow year over year. If you want the full Southfield breakdown, neighborhoods, lifestyle, and what you need to know before you move, click on that guide. It'll tell you more about Southfield in one place than you can find anywhere else. As always, we appreciate you. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.